Hi Foxy Friends, this is Sarah from Foxy's Domestic Side, and today I'm going to give you 10 beginning beauty tips. I know when I was starting back a few years ago, I knew nothing about makeup, and for my New Year's resolution one year, I wanted to learn how to do my makeup and my hair. So I'm going to give you some tips on what I learned throughout that process. Tip number one is practice, practice, practice. I know that everyone tells you that, but really, honestly, I practiced so much. You can't expect to learn how to do your makeup just going out, because you don't go out that much, and so you need to practice, practice, practice. So when my kids were in the bath, I would practice. When my kids were taking a nap, I would practice. I pretty much practiced whenever I could. My second beginning tip is to find YouTube videos of people that look like you or have your same eye shape or whatever feature you're trying to learn how to do your makeup, and find videos of people that look like yourself and follow those videos. So when I find videos of people doing makeup, I typically try and find someone who's Asian that is doing the makeup look that I want. So if I have a specific palette, I'll type in the palette that I want, you know, Asian eyes or monolid eyes or something like that, because when they're doing a makeup look on a hooded eye or a creased eye, I can't really do those looks and they don't come out as good on me. So I make sure to find eye looks that have my same eye shape or my same features. I watched so many YouTube videos, you have no idea. And I started a little playlist for myself of the YouTube videos that I really liked, of looks that I really wanted to try out, so that I could refer back to them when I was trying my makeup. So when I was practicing, I would sit with my computer or my phone right in front of me, and then I would step by step do the same exact things that they were doing. I have found what works for me. I typically do the same exact makeup look with different colors every single time I do my makeup. I'll lighten it or darken it depending if I'm using it for daytime or nighttime, but I pretty much use the same exact makeup technique every single time I do my makeup. Tip number 3 for beginners is when you are first starting out, try buying drugstore type products to try and see what you do like before you jump into the realm of higher end products. I started buying with like cheaper kind of things before I started buying those $50 palettes, because it just seems like so much money when you're starting out. There are a lot of good drugstore products out there, so just find a YouTube video with drugstore products and see what people like out there. So buy things on the lower end before you start buying the expensive stuff, unless you really know that you want to try something. Or you can go to Sephora, and they're really good at giving you samples. So if you wanted to try an more expensive foundation or something like that, they can give you a little sample at Sephora if you ask for it. So they are really good about giving samples out for products that you think you might want to try if you want to make that investment in a higher end foundation or highlighter, or something that's like something that they can give you a sample of. So that is tip number 3. Tip number 4 is you're not gonna like every product that's out there. So if a big YouTuber really likes something, you might not like it. You can try it, but you might not like it. So don't be disappointed if you don't like something that someone else really, really likes, or you try it out and you just don't like it. Sometimes it doesn't work with your skin tone or your skin type. If you're oily or dry, or you have an oily T-zone, some products aren't gonna work as well on your skin as other people. Try the drugstore eyeshadows and the foundations to see what kind of foundation that you really like, or what kind of eyeshadow you like or mascara you like, before you want to jump into the higher end stuff. I know that really helped me to practice on stuff that wasn't as expensive, so I knew I wasn't wasting product. Even though when you buy higher end eyeshadows, you are not gonna run out. I have never hit pan on any of my eyeshadows that I have, and I've been doing my makeup for a while, and you don't use that much when you're practicing, even when you do practice. So go ahead and buy that, you know, higher end product if you do want to use it, but start low and kind of work your way up. Tip number 5 is to practice putting on fake eyelashes. Start with the super cheap dollar version of the eyelashes before you go on to the more expensive kind. I know everyone is so scared to use eyelashes, and this is exactly what I did. Again, it goes back to tip number 1, you're gonna want to practice. This is something that I really practiced with when my kids were in the bath, when they were in the shower, when I just had a spare moment, because you can't expect to be able to put on fake eyelashes going out. So if you only go out once or twice, you know, every few months, you can't be expected to learn how to put fake eyelashes on, you know, that night. That just puts too much pressure on getting ready and looking good and going out and all that stuff. So don't put that pressure on yourself. So what you want to do is to go to a cheap dollar store. We have a store called Daiso here. It's a Japanese $1.50 store. And I bought cheap eyelashes. So I bought these eyelashes. You can buy any kind of eyelashes, but these were only $1.50. As you see, most of the eyelashes are a little more expensive than that. Ardell is a really good, cheaper brand that is about $3 to $4 a box, but still it's $3 to $4, and when you're practicing, sometimes you only get one use out of it because you've messed it up so bad. So you really want to just try to find some cheap eyelashes so that when you do mess up, you're like, oh, it's just $1.50. It's not a big deal. It's not the $4 pack that I bought, you know, from Ardell. And you can use the same eyelashes over and over again. I would put them on, practice, and then I would wear them around the house. And this was just like on a random Tuesday when the kids were taking a bath. I'd put them on, wear them around so that you get used to them. It is an adjustment to wear fake eyelashes. So you're not gonna want to wear them out because you're just gonna want to rip them off your face because they are a little irritating if you don't do it right. Also, the dollar eyelashes or the $1.50 eyelashes have a thicker band on them, so they're gonna be a lot easier to place on your eyes than having the invisible band. So a lot of the Ardell eyelashes have an invisible band, which means there's not this huge thick band, and so it's just really like a fishing line with some eyelashes on it. So that is a little bit harder to place than using the $1.50 ones. Those typically have a thicker band on it, so it's easier to place on your eye, and then you can kind of get used to those, and then you can move on to the invisible bands if that's what you want to use. These are actually, I just bought these, and these were pretty expensive, these Lily lashes. I actually have a pair of Lily lashes on right now. They were about $24, which is a lot of money to spend, but the $24 lashes are gonna give you a better quality, and they're fuller and they feel really good. These feel really good. Let me give you a close-up of them. So before you jump into the more expensive lashes, definitely go the cheaper route while you get used to wearing them. Now I'm gonna move on to some hair tips. Tip number 6 is dry shampoo. Dry shampoo is going to be your best friend. My favorite dry shampoo is this Amika dry shampoo right here. And let me tell you, it took a while to find that because you do have a whole bottle. I don't like wasting anything, so even if I did not really like a dry shampoo, I would still use it till the very end. Probably bought 4 or 5 different kinds of dry shampoo. And what I have found is that the shampoo and conditioner that you use is really dependent on how well your dry shampoo is gonna work. So what I did was I found a dry shampoo that I really liked, and then I found this on accident, is that it works really well with a certain kind of shampoo and conditioner that I use. It happens to be the hair food, and you can buy that at Target, but it really works well for my hair, how oily it is. The hair food works really well with the Amika dry shampoo. So you're gonna have to mix and match, because I didn't actually find this out until I realized I'd been using the hair food for so long, the hair food shampoo and conditioner with the Amika, and then I switched out the shampoo just to try something else, and then I realized that the longevity of my hair between washes was not as long as when I use the hair food. So it does matter the combination of the dry shampoo and the conditioner and shampoo and conditioner. So you're gonna have to just kind of search around what works best for your hair, but dry shampoo is a lifesaver. It gets me to 3 to 5 days depending on what I'm doing and when I want to wash my hair. But dry shampoo and finding a good combination of shampoo and conditioner is tip number 6. Tip number 7 is to buy really good bobby pins. I use these bobby pins. They're Diane. I get them on Amazon. Of course, everything that I'm talking about I will link down below. I really like these bobby pins. It is a game changer when you buy nicer bobby pins instead of the ones from the drugstore. I'm actually wearing some right now, and they just, when you buy them, you're gonna feel the difference. They're just more sturdy, they work better, they hold your hair much better, and if you use them correctly, they will be lifesavers when you're doing your hair. So tip number 7 is to buy good bobby pins for doing your hair. And speaking of good hair, tip number 8 is to get a good texturizing spray and a good dry wax. I know a lot of you are probably wondering, at least I did when I started trying to do my hair, I was always wondering how they got all of the flyaways, because I have a ton of flyaways. I always wondered how they got the flyaways to not be flyaways, and everything was always smooth and clean and perfect, and I found out that they were all using dry wax, or some kind of dry wax. This is a spray version, but they do have like a gel version that you can use for braids. This is the dry wax that I use. It's just a spray. And so basically after I'm done doing a hairstyle, I'll spray this dry wax all over my hair and kind of smooth down all those flyaways. That is one product you can use when doing your hair. The other product is, you know when you first wash your hair and it's super shiny and gorgeous, but you can't really do your hair. The other thing that I learned is a good texturizing spray. Again, this is Amika. I really like this texturizing spray, and it also is going to give you some lift. So if your hair is really flat and kind of lifeless, texturizing spray is going to give you that little bit of lift in your hair to kind of make it a little more fluffy, so it's not just like straight to your head. And you can also use it to dirty your hair without making it feel dirty. So instead of waiting for day 3 or 4 for your hair to kind of get dirty on its own, you can use this texturizing spray, and it's gonna make your hair feel dirty. It's gonna make your hair think it's dirty when it's actually not dirty. It doesn't feel dirty at all. So you just spray this into your roots and you kind of shush it like this, and it kind of gives you a really great lift and volume. Especially if you're wanting to do kind of like a bump in your hair or something, this is a really good product to use. Beginning beauty tip number 9 is to use a curling wand. Don't be afraid to use it. This is the one that I use. It's the first one that I bought. This is the NuMe brand. I ended up buying a 5-pack, but I actually only use one wand in it. I use the 25mm wand in here, so really you can just buy the straight one. I actually don't even use these 2 outside ones. I've tried using them. They don't look really that great in my hair. I don't know if I'm using it wrong, which is probably the case. But I did find that using a regular curling iron versus a curling wand was a huge difference. With the curling iron, my curls would last maybe half a day, if that. But with the curling wand, it lasts so much longer. It will last 3-4 days if I wanted to. Obviously on day 3 or 4, it's a really loose curl, but it's a curl nonetheless. So it lasts a lot longer. And then also, try and find a heat protectant spray that works well with your hair. I really like using the heat protectant spray by Paul Mitchell. This works so well with my hair. It makes my curls last longer. When I don't use this product, my curls maybe last 2.5 days. But with this product, the curl is a little bit tighter and it works really well with my hair. So finding a good heat protectant spray is essential. I will link a video in the cards right here to show you 2 ways that I curl my hair using this curling wand. So don't be afraid to use the curling wand. It is not as scary as it seems. Watch a few YouTube videos on how to curl your hair and you will be set. Your curls are gonna look great. They're gonna stay forever. They're gonna stay until you wash it, and you're gonna be so happy that you decided to invest in this. If you do wanna get this NuMe wand, look for a coupon code. Almost all of the YouTubers out there have some kind of NuMe coupon code, and they always have them on sale. So don't buy it full price. Make sure you find a discount somewhere on the internet. I don't have one for you, but do find one somewhere out there because you can get it for a really good price. And tip number 10, the very last tip for beginning beauty, is to have patience. I know it's really hard. You want to just be the best at everything you do, but it takes practice, like tip number 1. Just have patience and it will come. I know sometimes it gets super frustrating that you can't get something, but just have patience and keep practicing. So for example, there was this hairstyle. I wanted to learn how to do a waterfall braid, and I could not for the life of me figure it out. I think I tried probably 10 different times before I got it, which is kind of silly because now that I know how to do it, it's like super easy, but I could not figure out how to do this one hairstyle that I really wanted to learn how to do. It just takes patience. You're not going to get everything on the first try. So just keep practicing, have patience, and eventually you're going to get it. Especially with the eyelashes. I know the eyelashes are really hard sometimes, and if you just keep practicing and have patience, you'll eventually get it, and you're going to love the different kinds of looks that you can get with the different kinds of eyelashes that are out there. Those are my 10 beginning beauty tips for you. It covers both makeup and hair. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have a link down below with all of the products that I mentioned and a blog post with this all written out for you in case you want to see something. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye! 10 tips for... And today I'm going to give you 10 tips. And today I'm going to give you 10 tips for beauty. And today And today I'm gonna give you 10 beauty. And today I'm gonna give you 10 beauty. Why am I struggling so much? Paper cut situation is happening at our house.